Yo guys, so as most of you guys know, I like to release Fortnite montages here and there. Every time I release one of these montages, I see a lot of people asking me like, Shill, how did you make that? And what did your process look like? And you know, just how I made it. So let's go check it. Bro, my eye is like messed up. Y'all see that? What is going on here? So maybe you're watching in order to learn something that you can use in your own videos, or maybe you're just curious. Like, what do I go through in order to produce a montage? Either way, let's go check out these exclusive project files and check out what's going on. Okay guys, the first montage we're going to look into is my last edit, which I literally just posted, called Ferrari. So I'm going to show you guys a quick snippet right now, and if you want to watch the full version, just click the card in the top right of this video. Yeah, so this is my final project, my full composition. So let's open this up and check it out. So let's look at this intro part. Now, 12th is apparently in need of telling me something, so we gotta cover this kind of quickly, but I do want to cover this intro part because it was super fun. Now, I love to have something in the background for these 3D scenes, so as you can see, I have some particles here, and maybe I'll use an overlay or something. Yeah, so one of my favorite websites to use for this kind of thing is Production Crate, because they have graphics, sound effects, overlays, literally everything I need, and they also happen to be sponsoring today's video, so check them out. The link is in the top of the description. Just click that link and you'll have access to the same collection of overlays that I use, and you can support me for a little bit, so consider checking that out. Link is in the top of the description. Now, this intro is super fun to do because one of my favorite things to do is to take elements of like real screenshots and turn them into my own world. So here we have like a Tinder screen, which is obviously an app. Now let me show you guys how I set that up. I have just an animation of cards sliding, and then I make that a 3D layer that I can animate in space. All right, now to set up all of these actual screenshots and stuff, what I did was import an actual screenshot of Tinder from my phone and put that on my computer, and then I essentially just remade it in After Effects. So here I have a white solid background, and then all of these cards are just their own composition that I'm animating. And now here I have the Tinder icon and all of the icons, and let me open up that composition. So here I have the icons, and these are actually straight from the app. All I did was removed the background with a color key, and I got the actual icons. So then I put those icons on top of the white solids, and then I put my own cards with their own text and everything, and then I just animate them. Okay, now we have this car part with the transition and the text. Now let me show you guys real quick what's going on here. So when I did that 3D scene, I knew I wanted it to kind of transition out of the Ferrari in some sort of way. So I figured I would do it with the logo. So all I had to do was record a cinematic of the Ferrari really up close on the logo, and then just kind of zoom out and pan out. And then once I have that, all I have to do is mask out the logo on the Ferrari, and then I can just animate that cinematic so that it covers the screen. So here I have this scene 3D camera tracked, and then I can just create a camera, which means that any elements I add can be 3D and will stick to any surfaces that I want. And then since the bass drops around here, I put in a bunch of overlays, some from Production Crate, and I was, you know, I got this cool little background going. So it was really just a matter of positioning the text in 3D space and then animating the text using Element 3D, which is a 3D plugin for After Effects. Now I love this alien section because when this first came out in Fortnite, I thought the colors were like super fun, so I wanted to get some cinematics with... Bro. Kid is weird. Let me show you guys the sound effects only version for just a quick second. So I got those cinematics, and then I really just wanted to bring out the certain colors of like the pink and the blue and enhance that with some nice little background ambience. And there you go, that's mainly how I created my Ferrari montage. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and let's move on to the next one. Now this is my Rift montage, which a lot of you guys really seem to enjoy. So let me show you behind the scenes of how I made it. Now I'm gonna start with this part because a lot of you guys really like this section. So this part was really fun because I have the camera kind of move away from the screen of Fortnite. And once I have the camera moving away, I have room to put in some 3D elements. You know, I put in a text box and an overlay that I got from Production Crate. And then for this part, I really liked because I did it in Cinema 4D. So obviously this is a 3D character, and to make it, I had to use a 3D program, which in this case was Cinema 4D. And then I had my animation with the Rift skin, and then I just wanted to put on some smoke. And to do that, I used a program called Fume Effects inside of Cinema 4D. And that just lets me run smoke and fire simulations inside of my 3D software. So I adjusted my settings of the animation of the smoke and then added my lighting, and then all I had to do was click simulate.
Bro,
yes, that was good. That was really good.
That's not, thank you, bro.
Now, a lot of you guys really like this lock screen. Now this is the original image that I used for the lock screen, and then I used that as a reference to mask out each box and just replace it with my own colors and text. And then once I had the item shop boxes like masked out, I could just put in my own 3D animation. And then for the one on the right, I put some clouds in there. And the beauty of that is that later in the montage, I got to use the same scene for that cloud flying part. And then all I had to do was change the camera angle and put in some extra clouds and change the environment, and I was done for that scene. This project was so fun. I messed around with 3D and some fun transitions. So guys, it always starts with an idea. You know, maybe you really want to use a certain song. Maybe you have a deadline that you really got to hit. As long as you have a vision, I think that's the important part. Something that you can drive toward, you know, using that song or trying to hit that deadline. All right, so this is my So What montage, and this was super fun to make. Here's a quick snippet for you guys. So I mixed the audio, and then I just needed to get a bunch of car cinematics so that I could transition into his clip part. Now this part was super fun where the car just like shoots off of the cliff. So it was just a normal cinematic of the car driving off, and to make it shoot off, I just paused the screen when the car initially takes off. I masked out the car and just animated it to go flying. And then I used the same cloud scene from my Rift montage to just get that air cinematic. And then for the audio, something I love to do is cut the song right when the beat drops and then just separate it and add some reverb so it echoes out and fades out, and then when it comes back in, it's just so much more hype. So I did that with this montage, and that's when Shiv's part came back in. Alright guys, well that is how I make my montages, and I hope you found this kind of video helpful. I love you guys so much, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Catch you in the next one, and stay cozy, stay comfy, and stay hydrated. Peace.